good. The edges are here. So again, we'll peel the top carefully, making sure you don't peel the pie shell up with the paper. And over top, flip it. Let's be careful. Beauty of homemade, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, then so that this is your top, you're going to do either slits like this with a sharp knife, or you can design something artistic if you want. These are just vent holes so that as the apples cook, the steam from the apples can vent out, and it doesn't, your crust doesn't pull apart and ooze all over your oven. One good thing to note, put a piece of tin foil with the shiny side up into underneath on the next shelf under your oven, on your oven where your pie, below your pie, so that if it does boil over, it will do fine. Now your apples, because Elise doesn't like apple pie, I would just, for demonstration purposes, you just can slice your apples and this way and cut them up, put the cinnamon and sugar over it. You can either pre-cook them. I like to pre-cook them just because it takes less time to bake, but otherwise just put them in your shell, put your flour, sugar and cinnamon mixture, a little nutmeg with it, mixed all together, and then pour it over top of the apples. And you can dot with butter if you like, and then put this on top this way, gently lift off. So your design is about center. Take the bottom crust gently with your hand and about 1 inch, the first thumb space from the edge of the pie, trim the pie crust. This. And I take the bottom crust and the top crust and I fold them forward just over top of the bottom over top of the top crust and all the way around. This helps to seal the crust. Seal it so hopefully it won't boil all over your oven. If it does, it still cleans up. Just be sure to clean it once it's cooled somewhat. Don't burn your hands, otherwise it burns in your oven and it just stinks. For sure. Yeah. Makes a mess too. It's harder to clean your oven. Okay, we've rolled the crust there. Not too pretty looking, but take your thumb and put between like this and side view here. This is called fluting it. Makes your pie shell pretty and seals it even better. Okay, now if you want a glossy crust, take the egg whites, whip them a little bit, and take a pastry brush and brush over top of the top crust. You can sprinkle with a little bit of cinnamon sugar and then bake at 425 for, depending if you pre-cooked your apples, it'll probably about 35 minutes. If you just put them in the shell and then topped it, probably 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes till the apple is nice and tender. And you will have wonderful homemade apple pie and wonderful smells in your house. What you do with the rest of the leftover pie dough that you might have is roll it out again, spread a little butter on it, sprinkle cinnamon and sugar, roll it up and bake it at the 425, but it only gets baked for about 10 to 12 minutes. Take it out and you have pie crust cinnamon rolls, Elise's favorite.
They're yummy. Good luck, kid.